And is the race to power in Bihar, and counting of votes has begun. Postal ballots first.
That's indeed true, Shivan. This is the moment. The postal ballots are going to be counted. So you will get a sort of a skewed picture because postal ballots do not always indicate which way the trends are. By 8:30, the counting from the EV machines will, of course, begin. And we need to see as to which way the wind is blowing in Bihar. Because is this going to be a repeat again for Nitish Kumar, where he again comes back and sits in the Chief Minister's chair, even though he's been in power for the last 20 years?
20 years. It's going to be a fifth record term or an upset for the incumbent. Bihar is set to elect his chief ministers as voters determine if veteran leader Nitish Kumar of the JDU will clinch an unprecedented fifth term, or will he pave way for a new government? Now, the two-phase assembly elections for the 243-seat House conducted on the 6th and the 11th of November witnessed an impressive voter participation of 67.13%.
The voter turnout, which has been unprecedented, this of course has sparked a lot of speculation as to what actually prompted the people of Bihar to come out and vote in this very unprecedented manner. Now, some are suggesting, this is how they see it, that some are suggesting that they probably want change, and that is why so many people have come out and voted. That's one theory. Another is the migrant population.
Yes.
And that's being talked about a lot because it was the festive season.
Chhat Puja.
There was Deepavali, and many of the people who had gone to Bihar to visit their homes have now stayed back to cast their ballots and to make it count.
Have they voted for change
or
not?
What have the migrant voter been voting for? What do they want? Do they want another 5 more years of Nitish Kumar? These are some of the questions we will, of course, get an answer to. The exit polls, however, have predicted a dominant victory for the incumbent National Democratic Alliance, including the JDU and Rashtriya Janata Dal, the RJD's party under Tejasvi Yadav. It seems not to have had the same spark as it once did under Lalu Prasad Yadav. It now remains to be seen, can Tejasvi Yadav actually earn his purse and oust the long-time incumbent Nitish Kumar?
But he confidently predicts a landslide for the Mahagathbandhan, the Grand Alliance, a massive electorate of 7.45 crore cast ballots to shape the destiny of over 2,600 candidates, and featuring high-profile names as well, like Deputy Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Kumar Sinha, JJD's Tej Pratap, and Congress State Chief Rajesh Kumar. Now, vote tallying kicks has already started at 8 a.m. and this is across 46 counting stations in 38 districts, with early indications expected around 9 a.m.
And the very first figures that come out, Shivan, it's important to point out that these are just early trends and leads. They're not necessarily, they are not going to be results at least till about 10, 11 a.m. So in the next 3-4 hours, we'll have a clear picture as to which way the wind, of course, is blowing. Now, the NDA coalition fielded candidates from 5 parties, with the JDU and the BJP each contesting on 101 seats each, whereas the India Alliance unites the RJD, the Congress, the CPI-ML, Liberation and other left outfits, and also the VIP, the Vikassheel Insan Party.
All right, we're now being joined live by Aditi Fadnis from New Delhi, who's a senior journalist and contributing editor, Business Standard. Ms. Fadnis, we were discussing what would happen. Now, of course, it's result day. Counting has already begun. Let's start with the most obvious question that I think it will all boil down to. Is it going to be a record fifth term for the incumbent?
Well, I don't want to speculate on whether it's going to be a record term for whom, but certainly the crucial question, the central question is how many votes, how many seats is Nitish Kumar's JDU going to win? Because for me, that is the central deciding factor which will determine the outcome of the election. Nitish Kumar is known as, you yourself said, a consummate politician who can switch sides, who is under no obligation to change coalition partners when he feels he is in a better position with one or the other. So for the last 5 years, his friends have been the BJP, but he can get new friends. There's no bar on that. So for me, the deciding factor is not how many seats or what the strike rate of parties is going to be, but what the strike rate of the JDU is going to be.
I think that of course, is going to be a crucial question, Ms. Fadnis. We'll, of course, get to know as to what the figures will be, because these are still very initial moments. We are 11 minutes into counting since it has started. But do you expect, in some ways, the JDU to get more number of seats than the Bharatiya Janata Party this time round? Because Bihar is a bit of an outlier of a state, even in the Hindi belt. Not many people would get this. The fact is the Bharatiya Janata Party, despite the very dominant performance that it has put out in the last couple of decades, it still has never managed to have its own government in Bihar. It always needs the JDU as its partner. How do you see the power balance between the JDU and the BJP itself within the NDA alliance?